Did you know Gamers Ready has defined exactly how many hours in Rocket League it should take to achieve a certain rank? Well, I took that knowledge and completely chucked it out the window for this video. And side note, the word for throwing something out of a window is called defenestration. Isn't that cool? So today we're defenestrating normal hours by selecting players who are outliers and making them face off. So I sent out a survey in my Discord and found players at 4 different ranks who are on both ends of the spectrum. Once I verified their hours, I made them face off to see who's better. So we're about to find out if time spent in the game makes a difference in Rocket League. We're also about to find out who's a real homie and subs to the channel so I can get 300k, which happens to be my favorite number. And we are jumping into our first match with some plats. We've got Foxy versus King. And King over here actually has 1,500 hours in Rocket League. And he is only a platinum, which is actually pretty hard to believe. These two players are the exact same rank. Our man Foxy, who you're watching right now, he is actually a plat with only 50 hours in the game. I mean, I'm expecting some great mechanics from Foxy's opponent here, but it looks like Foxy's actually on the runaway, gets a goal. Man, the plat with 50 hours going up early in this game. All right, King's got the ball here. Looks like he's going for a flick. Ooh, almost gets it over Foxy. I gotta say, what I'm expecting from these guys really is that Foxy, with only 50 hours and being the same rank as King, I'm expecting him to have either really solid game sense or just great talent already to be able to already rank up to platinum so early. That's pretty impressive actually with just starting the game. And King, I'm kind of thinking he might be like a freestyler plat or something. Like, I can't imagine what you spend 1,500 hours doing if not ranking up. But. No! Oh, what a save by Foxy. Oh my gosh. I thought King was scoring there for sure. Foxy's challenges are looking really smart. He's keeping the pressure alive on King, and King just looks a little bit out of place, a little bit awkward. Hopefully he can dribble this ball. Should have an option for a shot. So if he can line it up. Nice, gets it past the 50. Foxy, you can tell his mechanics just didn't pay off there, but he misses the shot. Oh, King, you should have made that. I can tell King's overall mechanics do seem better, but Foxy right now, I mean, he's just making the right plays. He's challenging at the right times for the most part. Looks like it should be another goal. There we go. King has finally tied up this game, and it's a 1-1 game. I was not expecting this, even though King has 1,450 more hours than Foxy. I mean, that is incredible. Here we go, Foxy, maybe with a kickoff goal, gets it. Foxy's gonna keep this pressure up. See how he turns instantly? Super smart. That's big brain plays for sure. And there's a goal because of it. All that pressure, all those challenges are definitely winning for Foxy right now.
Sometimes my genius is, it's almost frightening.
It's hard to believe how much you can learn in such a short period of time playing Rocket League. It's actually insane. Nice save, incredible save. Here, a nice challenge. Takes it around the corner. Can he score one more? Looks like he does. 5-1. What an incredible game. And it looks like Foxy does another incredible kickoff. He goes for an aerial. Man, you can see his mechanics on aerials were not strong, but it was good enough. Unfortunately, it looks like King has actually lost that match. Even though King had 1,450 more hours in the game, Foxy was just, he had great challenges. He was playing smart, and honestly, sometimes that's all it takes. All right, it is time for the diamond matches. Kafif, which is the blue team in this case, has 2,500 hours in Rocket League, which is a ton of time. I mean, that's more than a lot of Grand Champs have, and he has reached Diamond so far. So I'm expecting some great mechanics from Kafif. Oh, he's already got the flick off. That was actually a great flick. And that being said, I'm hoping BW shows us some great game sense. He only has 100 hours in the game. So he's been doing well to already reach Diamond so fast with so little time in Rocket League. It's actually crazy. Takes it around the corner. Doesn't quite make anything happen, but he's playing smart. He's going off the wall here. It looks like he's comfortable with aerials. Diamonds are typically a lot more comfortable with aerials than plats are, but that being said, I'm thinking Kafif even has even more mechanics just because he's spent so much time in Rocket League. You can tell our man BW right now, his dribble game is not looking strong. He's looking a little bit confused. a little bit awkward with the ball. And I think that's just those hours he hasn't put in yet. But that was a decent challenge. Couldn't really get over the top of Coffee. And Coffee takes away another goal. Right now, the diamond with 2,500 hours is looking really solid. Looks like a flick. Coffee's challenging early. I can tell he seems a lot more confident than BW does. Puts the ball in the corner. Very nice shot. This match might be proving something's to be said for hours, especially in 1v1s. It can make a difference. But these players are, in fact, the same rank. In theory, it should be a good match. But right now, Coffee is looking really strong. BW is still a little bit awkward, but Coffee's got possession now. Goes for pinch. No way. That was actually a great Cuxer pinch from on the wall. How much power that got on. Now, BW, for the record, has 2,400 less hours than Coffee, which is a massive number. It's actually crazy. So I'm impressed that he's making this game close. Hopefully he gets a goal here.
Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
All right, he goes up for the ball here. His aerial game does not look strong yet. It's a decent challenge. Once again, he's really getting in the way of Coffee, but Coffee's just got that control right now, and that's really what's making this game work. Not a great challenge from BW there. Pretty much no way to win that, unfortunately. And Coffee misses. The difference here between these two players is even more obvious than it was in the plat match. Mechanics are just drastically different, but the game sense of BW is not terrible. I just don't think he has the mechanics to hang right now. Coffee, I've got a feeling he's gonna go for a freestyle. Doesn't get the ball. Come on, BW. Can you take it away? Oh. Coffee still got control after all this time. So it's really interesting. In Diamond, mechanics seem to have made a massive difference. I would have not expected that, but this was another great game and the exact opposite of last match. So I couldn't have predicted that at all. All right. We are on to our champion match. This is a massive difference in hours. If you thought the last match was crazy hours-wise, this is even more insane. Malik right now has the ball. Oh, wait, he actually takes it away. This is our player with less hours in the game. And when I say less, I mean a ton. Malik only has 200 hours in the game and is the same rank as Shaq Oatmeal over there. He actually has 4,000 hours, and that's our player we have right here. So I'm expecting some great mechanics from Shaq. Once again, I'm expecting kind of a similar match to our plat match where Malik has really solid game sense and Shaq is gonna have the mechanics. But it looks like Malik's got control here. Challenge as well. Shaq doesn't seem comfortable right now. He's challenging kind of at the wrong time. I'm actually impressed with Malik's mechanics so far, having only 200 hours in the game. He does look pretty comfortable with these recoveries especially, but Shaq scores, and this is a 1-1 game. Let's see what happens now. Malik goes for the fake kickoff. That's some confidence. That's the big brain play for sure.
This is big brain time.
And that's another goal. It's hard to believe that the difference between these two players is 3,800 hours. I mean, that is like more time than most people ever invest in any game ever. And these players have actually ended up in the same rank, and this is turning into a really good match. Right now, Shaq is taking the lead. His challenges have been very aggressive. He can tell he's an aggressive player, but he's consistent. Nice, takes it up the wall. See, okay, that was smart not to go for an air dribble and just take control of the ball here. Unfortunately, Shaq had another great challenge. Malik gets back. I don't know what Shaq was doing for like freestyle or what, but Malik had time. Maybe he goes for a pinch here. Nope, goes off the ceiling. I don't think Shaq was expecting that. Saves his boost. Man, that was a solid play. Challenges on the corner. Shaq's got control. Great challenge by Malik. Taking possession of that ball. Does it again. Really keeping the pressure high on Shaq. Gives up a goal. Nice. Shaq is going up for this. Goes for an aerial. Looks like he passed it to Malik. Malik could have scored there, but that shows you that consistency. He only has 200 hours in the game, and it's just not always the most consistent. Nice challenge to save that goal. That was close. Good job, Malik, with the control touches. See how he has 5 boosts left in his tank? He is really good at conserving his boost. That is a trait of higher level players for sure. Shad going up. Great save by Malik. Actually incredible. He's going to put that away. Nice. I cannot believe he has had a massive comeback. Malik has just held his cool this whole match and is really just showing up here. His head is in the right place, and that's why I think he's ranked up so fast. Our player with lower hours won that match entirely off of game sense. So that match really showed how just playing smart makes a massive difference, especially as we get up into the higher ranks. We are on to our final and most intense match yet. Right now, players with less hours are actually in the lead as far as winning matches. I did not expect that at all, but the game sense is really showing up from these players. Right now, your perspective is on Wanzord, who is a GC with only 750 hours, so less than 1,000 hours in Rocket League, and has already achieved Grand Champion, which is incredibly impressive. These two players are both Grand Champ 1, so I'm really interested to see how this match goes. Good try on the challenge by Wanzord, but our Grand Champ with 5,000 hours takes away the first goal. Kind of same thing. That was a great fake challenge by Luke there. Actually takes away the goal. Wow, that was an awesome play. I'm wondering if at this rank, game sense might actually favor the Grand Champ with more hours rather than the one with less. I think we're gonna find out for sure. Wanzord with a great touch here. Gets a reset. Those mechanics are incredibly solid. Great challenge once again by Luke. He's looking incredibly solid with this first round. Wanzord is going back for a boost. He probably could have kept a little closer to that ball. And Luke's gonna go up. Nice challenge by Wanzord, and that was actually a great touch. You can tell his control with the ball is incredibly strong. But Wanzord's making some solid challenges. He's staying in this game for sure. That was a good try. You can tell his air dribble skills are not quite as good as Luke's. But I'm still expecting some good challenges. Yeah, his save game is incredible. His defense has been really solid. And gets a good touch. That's going to go in. All right, looks like Luke's going for the ball there. Gets a nice challenge and beats out Wanzord. Might have an open net. Yeah, that is going to be a goal. And gets the demo just for fun. He's actually got a chance to be offensive here. Maybe not the best air dribble, and Wanzord loses the ball as Luke challenges super early. He might be able to get a goal here. Nice touch by Wanzord. I don't know if he's going to be able to follow that or not. No, not quite fast enough, and Luke is playing all out right now. So at this rank, the difference in hours is really showing. You can really start to see the mechanics develop. I mean, if you put 5,000 hours into grinding Rocket League, you were hopefully going to have some pretty strong mechanics. And look at that, gets the fake. Luke's gonna challenge early. I'm guessing that's a goal. It's gotta be. There it is. And once again, Luke. All right, this game is pretty much a total blowout. We've got a Brazil on the board. Luke does have 4,250 more hours in the game than Wanzord does, so I guess it's not that surprising. But overall, I'd say all players have been represented really well. It's been really interesting the difference between each rank, how hours play a role. That was a great match. Luke really pulled away, and that actually makes us even for the series entirely. It's safe to say that playing smart will get you far, but spending thousands of hours practicing freestyles is also pretty cool.